A brand new Silverado now costs more than $60,000, and it comes with a cylinder deactivation system that nobody has proven yet. Meanwhile, there are 5 specific used Silverados sitting on the market right now, under $10,000, with engines so simple and so overbuilt that they routinely cross 300,000 miles with nothing but oil changes. The catch: it is not about the year on the title. It is about the exact engine code underneath, and one of the most popular Silverados of all time is the one you should avoid. So here are the 5 to buy, the engine to demand, and the one thing to check before you hand over $1. Let's go. The rule before the list. Before the picks, understand the one thing that separates a 300,000-mile Silverado from a $3,000 repair bill, because it decides every pick on this list. That thing is active fuel management, AFM, the system that shuts down 4 of the 8 cylinders to save fuel. Starting in 2007, GM put AFM on most 5.3-liter V8s, and the special collapsible lifters that make it work became the single most common expensive failure on these trucks. So the entire strategy for buying a cheap, reliable Silverado comes down to this: either buy an engine that never had AFM, or buy one where you can manage it. Every pick on this list is chosen through that lens. And here is the part that saves you the most money. The exact same truck, same year, same body, can have a bulletproof engine or a problematic one depending on which V8 was ordered. The badge on the tailgate does not tell you. The engine code does, so let's go find the good ones. Pick 1, the GMT 800 5.3-liter LM7, the Reliability King, 1999 to 2006. If you want the single most bulletproof cheap Silverado on the planet, this is it, and it is not close. The GMT 800 generation, from 1999 to 2006, with the 5.3-liter LM7 V8. Here is why this engine is legendary. It has an iron block. It uses simple port fuel injection, so there is no direct injection carbon buildup to worry about. And most importantly, it has no cylinder deactivation, no AFM, no collapsing lifters, none of it. It is a dead simple, overbuilt truck engine from an era when GM was building them to last, and a well-maintained LM7 will reach 250 to 300,000 miles without ever cracking the engine open. The catch, and every truck on this list has one, the earliest trucks, roughly 1999 to 2001, used plastic lower intake manifold gaskets that get brittle and leak coolant over time. It is a known, cheap, well-documented fix, and once it is done, the engine is essentially bulletproof. The second thing to know is the transmission. These came with the 4L60E, which is a fine transmission for normal driving, but the weak link if you tow heavy. What to inspect before you buy? Look for coolant leaks around the intake, check that the gaskets have been done on an early truck, and on the test drive make sure the transmission shifts cleanly without slipping. Price: a clean, high-mileage but honest LM7 Silverado routinely sits between $5,000 and $9,000. This is the smartest $10,000 truck you can buy, full stop. Let me add the part that makes this pick even stronger, because it is not just the engine. The GMT 800 was built in an era before trucks were rolling computers, which means there is very little expensive electronics to fail. No giant touchscreen, no complex electronic parking brake, no lane keep modules. Just a truck. That simplicity is a reliability feature in itself, because the parts that break on modern trucks mostly do not exist on this one. It also means you can work on it yourself. Almost every repair on an LM7 is a well-documented, cheap, weekend job with parts available at any store, and there are 25 years of forum threads walking you through every one of them. Parts are everywhere, and they are cheap, precisely because GM built millions of these. So when I say this is the smartest cheap truck, I do not just mean the engine lasts. I mean the total cost of keeping it on the road is lower than anything newer, and that is the number that actually matters when you are buying a truck to save money. Pick 2. The 4.8L Vortec, the engine nobody talks about, 1999 to 2013. Here is the pick that almost nobody looks for, which is exactly why it is a bargain. The 4.8-liter Vortec V8. It lived in the shadow of the 5.3 its entire life, and that is the whole point. Because it was the base V8, it was never the popular choice, so the trucks are cheaper and less driven hard than their 5.3 siblings. But mechanically, the 4.8 is cut from the same cloth. Iron block, same rugged bottom end, and here is the key. The 4.8 did not get AFM the way the 5.3 did. No cylinder deactivation means no collapsing lifters, means no $3,000 repair waiting for you. The trade-off, and it is the only one, the 4.8 is down on power compared to the 5.3. It has less torque, so if you tow heavy or want quick acceleration, it will feel modest. But if you need a reliable work truck, a commuter, or a first truck for someone, the 4.8 is one of the most durable and undervalued engines GM ever made. It happily runs to 300,000 miles. What to inspect? Same as any high-mileage truck. Oil change history, no knocking on a cold start, clean transmission shifts. Price? Because nobody is fighting you for it, a 4.8 Silverado is often the cheapest V8 truck on this entire list, frequently under $7,000. This is the sleeper pick of the group. And here is the buying strategy that makes the 4.8 genuinely clever. Because it shares so much with the 5.3, it lives in the same trucks, uses the same transmissions, and takes the same cheap, widely available parts. You get every reliability advantage of the GMT 800 platform at a lower purchase price, simply because the badge is less desirable. Think about who buys a 4.8. It tends to be fleets, work truck buyers, and people who needed basic transportation, not enthusiasts who beat on them. So the typical 4.8 has often lived a gentler, more predictable life than a 5.3 that somebody bought to tow and haul hard. When you are shopping high-mileage trucks, the life the truck lived matters as much as the engine in it, and the 4.8 skews toward the boring, well-maintained end of that spectrum. The one thing I will say, do not expect it to be quick. If you merge onto highways fully loaded or tow anything meaningful, you will feel the missing torque. But for the buyer who just needs a truck that starts every morning and runs forever, the 4.8 delivers exactly that for the least money on this list. Pick 3. The 6.0 Lel Vortec. In a 2500 HD, the one that won't die, 2001 to 2013. If your budget can find one, and you want a truck that is nearly impossible to kill, this is the pick. The 6.0-liter Vortec V8, specifically in the 2500 HD trucks. Here is what makes this one special. In the HD trucks, the 6.0 was built as an iron block workhorse with no AFM. GM did not put cylinder deactivation on the heavy-duty version because these trucks were built to work. Owners and mechanics use one word for the 6.0 in these HD trucks over and over: bulletproof. 300,000 miles is normal, many go well beyond. It is paired, in the later GMT 900 trucks, with the much stronger 6L80E transmission, which is a real upgrade over the 4L60E in the older half-tons. The catches are honest ones. First, fuel economy is not good. This is a big iron V8 in a heavy truck, and it drinks. Second, a 2500 HD rides stiffer and is bigger than a half-ton, so if you do not need the capability, it is more truck than you need. But if you want the one that outlasts everything else on this list, and you do not mind feeding it, the 6.0 HD is the durability champion. What to inspect? These often lived hard work lives, so check the frame for rust, look at the transmission service history if it towed, and confirm no AFM was somehow optioned. Price: a higher mileage but sound 6.0 HD can still be found under $10,000, and it will likely outlive the person who buys it. One more thing worth knowing if you go this route, because it separates a great 6.0 HD from a tired one. These trucks very often lived working lives. They towed, they hauled, they ran commercial routes. That is not automatically bad. A truck that towed with disciplined maintenance can be in better shape than a garage-kept one that never got its fluids changed. What you are really inspecting is whether the work it did was matched by the service it got. Ask for transmission service records if it towed, because heat is what kills these transmissions, not miles. Look at the differential and transfer case on a four-wheel drive one. Fluid that was never changed on a working truck is a warning sign. And check the frame hard. If it lived anywhere, they salt the roads, because on a truck this old, the frame will fail before the engine ever does. Get one that worked but was cared for, and you have bought the single most durable truck in this entire video. Quick pause, hit like and subscribe, and drop a comment. Which engine are you running, and how many miles is it at? 3 picks down, 2 more coming, including the one Silverado I am begging you to avoid no matter how cheap it looks, and a modern option that breaks all the rules if you buy it right. Let's keep going. Pick 4, the K2 5.3-L L83. but only if you do this. 2014 to 2018. Now for the one that comes with conditions, because a lot of you want something newer than a GMT 800, with a nicer interior and better mileage. That is the K2 generation, 2014 to 2018, with the 5.3-liter L83. And I am going to be straight with you. This engine has AFM. It has the cylinder deactivation and the collapsible lifters that we have spent this whole video avoiding. So why is it on the list? Because unlike the 2007 to 2013 trucks, the K2 is newer, it drives better, it gets better fuel economy, and the AFM problem on it is manageable if you buy it right and handle it. Here is the rule for this one. Only buy a K2 5.3 if you are willing to run an AFM disabler, a plug-in module that stops the cylinder deactivation from cycling, and commit to disciplined oil changes every 4,000 to 5,000 miles. Owners doing exactly that are reporting 250,000 miles and more. The truck itself is excellent. The engine just needs you to take the AFM off the table. What to inspect, and this is critical on this one. Listen carefully on a cold start for a lifter tick or knock. That is the sound of AFM damage already in progress, and if you hear it, walk away. Ask whether the previous owner ran a disabler. Feel for the torque converter shudder around 100,000 miles. Price: a K2 5.3 in the 8,000 to 10,000 range is realistic on higher miles. Buy the truck, budget for the disabler on day one, and it becomes a great long-term Silverado. Let me be very clear about the math on this one, because it is the pick most likely to burn someone who rushes it. A K2 5.3 that already has a documented AFM delete or a disabler installed by the previous owner, with records, is worth paying a little more for. That truck has had its single biggest risk retired. A bone stock K2 5.3 at a bargain price is not actually a bargain until you have factored in the disabler you are going to install and the possibility that lifter wear has already started. So price it honestly, the sticker plus the fix plus a margin for what you cannot see. Done that way, the K2 is a genuinely excellent truck. It rides better than a GMT 800, gets noticeably better fuel economy, and has the modern safety and comfort that a 15-year-old truck cannot match. It is the pick for the buyer who wants something that feels current and will still go the distance, as long as you respect what the AFM demands of you on the very first day you own it. Pick 5. The 4.3L V6, the honest work truck, 2014 newer. The last pick is for the buyer who wants the simplest possible modern Silverado and does not need a V8 at all, the 4.3-liter V6 in the newer trucks. Here is the logic. Everybody chases the V8, which means the V6 work trucks sit on lots longer and sell cheaper. But the 4.3 in these trucks is a genuinely stout engine, and while it does technically have cylinder deactivation, the V6 versions have generated far fewer of the catastrophic lifter complaints that plague the 5.3. It has fewer complaints than the 5.3 and, crucially, these are usually work truck trims, which means vinyl floors, crank windows, and a hard, honest life doing exactly what a truck is for, with none of the expensive electronics to fail. The catch: it is a V6, so it is down on power and it is not the truck for heavy towing. But for a commuter, a light-duty work truck, or someone who just wants a dependable modern Silverado for the least money, the 4.3 is a quietly smart buy. What to inspect? Work trucks can be worked hard, so check the bed, the frame, and the maintenance records carefully. A fleet truck that was serviced on schedule is gold, one that was neglected is not. Price: often the cheapest way into a modern K2 or later Silverado, frequently well under $10,000. And do not overlook what you are not paying for with a work truck trim. No panoramic sunroof that can leak, no cooled seat modules that fail, no top trim infotainment that costs a fortune to replace. The base truck simply has fewer expensive things to go wrong. For a buyer whose goal is dependable and cheap to keep, that stripped-down spec is a feature, not a compromise. The 4.3 work truck is the honest, unglamorous, genuinely smart end of this whole list, the one to avoid. Before the verdict, the warning I promised, because it is the most important thing in this video. If you take away one thing, take this. Avoid the 2007 to 2013 5.3-liter with AFM unless it has already had the lifters and the AFM situation properly addressed. This is the generation where GM first put cylinder deactivation on the popular 5.3, before they understood the failure mode, and it is the one with the worst track record for collapsed lifters and wiped camshafts. The cruel part is that these trucks look like a bargain. They are cheap, they are common, and they look just like the reliable ones. But a 2007 to 2013 5.3 with original, unaddressed AFM is a ticking $3,000 to $5,000 repair. If you find one where a previous owner already did an AFM delete or disabler and replaced the lifters, that changes everything, and it can be a great buy. But a bone stock one at a too good price is too good for a reason. Do not let the low number pull you in. So there are your 5, plus the one to run from. If you want the ultimate cheap bulletproof truck, the GMT 800 5.3 LM7 is the king. Fix the intake gaskets and drive it forever. Want it even cheaper? The 4.8 Vortec is the sleeper nobody fights you for. Want the one that simply will not die? The 6.0 and a 2500 HD. Want something newer? The K2 5.3 L83, but only with a disabler and clean oil. And the simplest modern option, the 4.3 V6 work truck. Every one of these can cross 300,000 miles, every one is under $10,000, and every one is a smarter buy than a $60,000 truck running an unproven engine. Remember the rule, it is not the year on the title, it is the engine code underneath. So tell me in the comments, which of these are you running, and how many miles is it at? And if you are truck hunting right now, what is your budget? Because I read every comment, and I will help you figure out what to look for. Hit like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.